Hi guys, it is Shop My Stash 2023 again, and we've come to the second one in March, and the prompt was altered playing cards. Now, I have an idea in my head, and I'm going to bring you along for the ride while I experiment. The first step of this is going to be to coat them and put... Actually, the first step was I sanded them, because they're relatively new playing cards. So I knew nothing was going to stick real well. So I've made some holes in the coating so that hopefully whatever I put on here will grip. I've done both sides. I like this little, I'm going to make like catty corner tags. So my idea is to cover these with whatever we're going to cover them with, decorate them, and then put eyelets here and ribbon coming off the side. So it's going to be like a catty corner tag. So we're going to start by... we'll coat one and cover it with something. And then I'm going to have to set them off and let them dry. And then we'll come back and trim them up and possibly do the other side. And then, actually what I think I'll do is lay the fabric down. Let me scoot this over. Lay the fabric down here and put the card upside down on top of it, like this. Okay, and then we'll flip it over. Now, the reason it's sitting on this book is because I'm hoping to, like, while these are wet, like, pick it up and walk it to sit it somewhere off of my table to dry. Oh, okay. I can't quite see the edge of the card. You can just barely, I don't know if you can see on camera, but as I'm getting this wet, you can just barely see the card peeking through in some of the lighter areas in the plaid. So, all right, so that one's got something on it, and I can probably just go right along here so that we don't have too much fabric sitting off to the side, making it unmanageable. Okay. So that's one. And we're hoping for the best. Ooh, it's coming up. Like I said, we're hoping for the best. We'll see. Like I said, guys, this is an experiment. So I'm hoping, just like with the paper, it seems like it's not sticking, but then once it all dries, it sticks. I want to do, I thought maybe this. I like the little bicycles with the sunflower baskets. I just don't know, because this sits, the angle on it is kind of wrong. But what if I didn't do, I just want to see how wide the cards are. So we're going to go right there. It doesn't necessarily have to be whole bicycles. I think it'll be easiest if I work on the top cards and then work my way down so I'm not reaching over wet cards. So like I said, I'm going to put these on. We're going to start the process for these altered playing cards, and then we'll come back to them, hopefully. They'll be all dry and we can decorate on top. And then what I'm thinking is on the back, I will glue some. I don't like the, they appear to be casino cards. I think somebody told me that's why the corner is like that. In one of my, when I hauled them, I said I didn't know why the shape was like that. And I believe somebody said in my comments, and I always love it when people comment and teach me something. I believe she said they were casino cards. And I just thought that was really neat. I don't know what the purpose of the corner is, or maybe I'm just not remembering what she told me, which is also a very good possibility. Ooh. Okay, and again, with the fabric, you can kind of see, here, I'll lift that one. You can kind of see the card through the fabric. So we still have the playing card there. They're curling. So once they're dry and everything, I might have to send them under a book or iron them or heat them or something. Okay, so now I have some very sunflowery paper. I mean, fabric. You guys notice a theme here? you will not have seen it yet, but eventually we have to put cards and tags and things in the sunflower journals. So yeah, I looked at this altered card thing and I was like, these would make good pocket fillers for my sunflower journal. So I am kind of theming these, in case you didn't notice. I know I made a comment earlier in the year that whenever these challenges came up, I wasn't gonna like theme them around a project I was working on. And honestly, I was prepared to do a whole bunch of these. Because this process, before they get dry, this process is pretty quick. So, just putting this on here and letting them dry is the fast part. And my thought was to do a whole bunch of them, but guys, I have a bad shoulder and it happens to be my dominant shoulder. So I was sanding them back and front and I got about 5 done and I said, I can't do any more. So we're going to do some for the sunflower, 4 for the sunflower journals. And then I've got 1 odd man out that we will do just something arbitrary and fun with. And I have several choices of fabric that I brought down from my, sorry, I know I'm cutting over here off camera because that's wet and I don't want to cut over top of it. But I brought down a few pieces of scrap from the Goodwill bins haul, where I found all the scrap fabric in the bins and just kept throwing it in my cart. And I figured I would pick one of those and put it on the last card. Like I said, I grabbed a whole handful of them because my intent was to do like a dozen of these. But I'll have to wait until I can till I can sand some more. My shoulder gave out on me. So, excuse me. Sorry, I have some sniffles. We're having some kind of spring weather, which is appropriate since we just had the beginning of spring here a couple days ago. But it's wreaking havoc. It's the seasonal changes that get my sinuses every time. I'm tucking this under to make room because the back doesn't have anything on it, so I figured. All right, so let's pick something non-sunflowery. I brought down a couple. Actually, my favorite. Oh, wait, is this big enough? Because I really like this. It is big enough. You're not going to be able to see the card through it, but isn't that pretty? Look at that. I love that. Okay, we're going to do this one. And then I'm going to keep the scraps down here because as soon as my shoulder's filling up to it, I'm going to do some more of these. So, because I'll show you, I brought this and this, which I think kind of go together. I brought this. I have a whole bunch of these, which look like ready-made quilt squares. I brought this. It was very colorful and cheerful, I thought. And then this polka dots, which is very see-through. So I thought that would be fun on an altered card because you'll definitely be able to see through it. So I'm definitely going to be making some more. And I had the stack. Here's the stack of cards I pulled out to sand. And I just couldn't make it through them. So maybe I'll ask one of my sons to do it. They'll probably look at me funny. But okay, so let's put this one down. And like I said, guys, this is going to be, I'm going to take some time to let these dry, and then we will decorate them. Obviously, we have to let them dry, but I suppose if I knew like some paper pieces that I was going to that I definitely wanted to stick down on here, I could go ahead and put them on while they're wet and they could dry with everything, but I don't. I don't have any idea what I'm going to put on these. Oh, I got a string. Okay, guys, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to set this whole book off to the side and we're going to let these dry. And these are going to be our altered playing cards for Shop My Stash 2023, March 27th, altered playing card prompt. And we'll be back. Okay, guys. So they've sat and they're dry. As you can see, some of them are flatter, and then some of these are curled really bad. Can you see that one? So what I figured we would do is I will take the ones that are curled and I will sit them under something. So these two are really bad. So these ones are going to go under something heavy, and then I will work with them. Actually, I lied. I have a box of books up there. Just stuck it under the box. Okay, so we're going to trim these off so that we know what we're working with as far as, you know, the shape of the card and all that. And we are going to, and of course I'm creating all kinds of little fabric scraps here, which is kind of cool because I want to do some fabric clusters and stuff like that, which I haven't really done a lot of. Cluster making is one of my things I struggle with a bit. Sometimes I overdo, or my clusters turn out a little too busy, or anyway. All right, so we're going to cut these free, and I'm trying to move relatively swiftly. Usually in cutting I don't, but since I have an edge to work with, hopefully I can. Okay, and part of this it has the polyurethane on it, or the acrylic stuff on it, so it's stiff in some places and then really soft in others. Anyway, so there's our card. And I don't think my corner rounder will round fabric corners, so we're just going to trim the 3 rounded corners. Okay, and there's one of our cards. Okay, let's see about this one. Now, my big thing is going to be, I'm not really sure where to go from here. This is supposed to be like a background, so we're jumping into the decorating realm, and you know me, guys. Sometimes I get a little lost there. I was kind of glad to see that the one that's not a sunflower card dried relatively flat, so that we could, so like I can do a couple of sunflower cards, but I'm not doing all sunflower cards on camera with you guys. Okay, so we rounded the corners on that. See, I like that. You can see the number. Can you see the number through there? You're gonna have to glue that corner down. That lifted away from the card. There's a couple of places around the edges where it didn't hold on the card, so I'll have to add some glue. Or maybe some washi tape or something like that to hold it down. I don't even mind that that's like part of a bicycle. I still think it's cute. Okay. So last one. And then hopefully we can put some fun decorations on these. I really want to get to the point where I can throw, or punch the holes and do the eyelets and put the ribbons off the end, because that's kind of, I'm just hoping I can do it through the fabric. I hope it's not, like it doesn't give me trouble punching the holes. I don't know. Okay, so here's our cards. We're going to work with these 3. And we're going to figure out what to do with them. Let's start with, I've got some doily pieces up here, so maybe we can put a little bit of doily on each one. If I'm going to do it, though, I want to do like a, maybe I'll do white on this one. It's going to cover up my bicycle wheel. Maybe just a little bit like that. All right, time to get out the Fabri-Tac, guys. We're going to glue that down. I figure I'll get pieces bigger than I need and glue them down and then trim the edges. And hopefully that will be okay for most of this. I think I want to put, I don't use my doilies very often, so I kind of want to use them on this. And see, there is glue between the lace because I wasn't real careful about that, so might be able to pat a little bit of it off so it's not quite so bad. Okay, and then we trim. I'm not going to worry about rounding the corner until I'm done. So there's that. I like the way the doily looks. Oh, I also brought these down. I thought it would be fun maybe to put a cupcake wrapper on one of them. And I like the black gingham with the sunflowers. We already have that in the sunflower journal. That's more than one. I can tell by the weight or the thickness as I'm folding it. There, I think that's one. Yeah, that folds much better. Maybe we'll give this particular one a tuck spot. What do you think? So oh, I need to glue the cupcake wrapper to itself. So we'll go like this. I don't know what brand of cupcake wrapper this is, but I like the fact that it doesn't have like all the ones I have in my collection, most of the ones, they're Wilton. They're those ones that you can buy in the stacks. And it's got like 4 or 5 different ones in a theme. I have a bunch of those. And they have the little trademark symbol and the Wilton name on the bottom. So I'm always watching so that I don't I either cover it up or I glue that side down. But I just think it's funny. These ones, I don't know what brand these are. I got these at Hobby Lobby, and I don't know what their brand is. They came in a little plastic package, just the one design, which is fine. I just wanted the gingham. So that was okay with me, but I just think it's funny. There's no there we go. Uh-oh. It's wanting to... I just want it right on the edge. There. I was moving it, and it wasn't moving the way I wanted it to. Alright, so let's trim this side off, and then we'll have a little tuck spot on this one. Just when I need more tuck spots to fill. Okay, and then we can use this as a tuck spot on another one, maybe. Okay. So that's 2. And it has a little, let's see. Yeah, a little tuck spot. Okay, that's fun. Alright, and then maybe we'll put something on the pocket. Okay, now for this one, I wanted to use doily also, and I'm thinking one of these cream colored ones that I have that's to go with the flowers, like right along that side. So, I haven't done, this is the first time I've done any altered playing cards like this. I did a video in the January, February Stash to Treasure that was being hosted by 4 people. I participated in that, and one of those videos I did some altered playing cards with sticker sheets. But these are my first, like, I don't know. The ones where I'm not necessarily concerned whether or not... The sticker sheets, the idea was that you could see the card through the sheet. And I guess with these, I'm not really concerned about that. It's the playing card, but it's being covered up, sort of, so... Oh, I'm glad these are my messy scissors, because this has got glue all over it. Yeah. Okay. No, maybe turn it that way so I don't get glue on the... Won't stick it to... Okay. This little piece at the top. Now these aren't going to take a lot, because they're already... I mean, that's already... Let's get the doilies cleaned up. I could have used this color too, because this is almost the exact same color as that gray flower. I don't know if you can see that. And this is Rit and coffee dye coffee mixed, like blue Rit and need a box for doilies and doily scraps. Guys, it's nuts. Okay, so let me put those out of the way. And now we're going to find some embellishments for these. Because I think, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to go too overboard and make them, like, crazy all over the place. He might be kind of dark for that. What about this little guy? I want to say all my butterflies are upstairs. I'm always telling you guys that, aren't I? I come down here to embellish and make things, and then all my stuff is upstairs. It's because I go upstairs to sit and watch TV, and I do stuff in front of the TV. And, yeah, so my stuff ends up upstairs. Let me see. What do I want to do on here? Okay. I forgot. I've been moving things into boxes. I shared a while back some books that I turned into those big 12 by 12 binders with the big pages. And I tried that for a while. I really did. But being in this small space, they were really bulky and hard to use. And then I discovered those boxes that everybody gets at Michael's with the, you know, the case with all the little stacked. They're actually for photos, but these work great. And I forgot I started transferring everything into those, and I have some down here. So I don't know if I have any small, I mean, a lot of the flowers I have cut out are big. That one's not big. That's kind of nice. And you know me, guys, I'm always commenting on the fact that the flowers I use are always like, they blend into the background because I make them, they match too well. You've heard me say that. That's actually meant to go off to the side there. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I want to do flowers on these because sunflowers is already the theme of that. So it's like if I stick flowers on there and they're not sunflowers, it's going to bug me. Is that silly? It's probably silly, but still, it's going to bug me. I don't know, I kind of like that one. I might have to get... I have some washi tape out, but not the right washi tape. All right, let's open the butterflies. I also had this little picture, which I thought was kind of cool. It's of a lady. I don't know if you probably can't see it, but... And you see she's in a fancy dress from the turn of the century, one of those big dresses, or from the 1800s. And it looks like she's got a parasol, or somebody's carrying a parasol for her. And she's getting ready to get on. It looks like it's in Venice because she's getting ready to get on one of those gondolas that they do in the canals. So I like that kind of. Again, I'm wondering if it's too big and if I should like maybe cut some of the top off. I'm going to do this, and once I do it, it's done, so... Is it straight? I hope. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to look at maybe bigger. Maybe not yellow. I don't know if orange would work. Well, actually. This one. Oh, I kind of like him. He's a little lighter, but kind of the same colors. And he can hang off. I just don't glue that down, and then you tuck stuff behind his wing. I'm okay with that. Now let's see if we can find one for the... I like the butterflies on these. I don't know if I should use... Oh, he's kind of neat. Although he does... If there's not a flower there, I always think it's a little weird that he clings to nothing. Ooh, that's huge. Shows that. I can't pick it up. I also had some... This is a label I have. That might be too blue. I have some tickets. Maybe this. I think I lost my other one. I like this little... This one's... I have to remember this one's not a pocket. So, like, I don't have to... Because I keep trying to stick stuff on there, but I don't want to... I keep, like, not... A little butterfly right there. It's kind of cute. Okay, what else? I feel like it's still missing something. I don't know if it's a butterfly or not. But I'm looking just in case I see something that strikes my fancy. Oh, he's kind of big. He's the right colors, though. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I need word stickers. That's my other issue, is I don't have a lot of, like, word stuff. Alright, let's start gluing stuff down and then we'll figure out word stuff. Because we're getting up there and I don't want to, like, go too crazy. Although with all the hemming and hawing I'm doing, I'm sure you'll see some edits in this video. Okay, we're going to point him that way. Oh no, we're not. I'm going to point him that way. I don't like it when all my butterflies point in the same direction. Keep them together. So that way I can turn them over and glue them as one piece. Doesn't look like enough glue on those wings. I probably overdo glue, but I'm always worried that stuff's gonna come undone. I feel like this doesn't necessarily need a word because of the label, but I feel like it needs something. Maybe when I get the hole punched and this has got the thing hanging off of it, I will feel differently. Oh, that's not glued down. Okay, so there's that one, which we still have to punch a hole in, which maybe I'll do as I go, just so I can, let's see, what size eyelet am I going to use? These are eyelets, but I'm never sure what size they are. I think these are 1/8. I think. It went through. For better or for worse, that might have been too far down. I'm still getting used to this whole process, guys, so you have to bear with me. Oops. Yay! Oh, I didn't cover the back. I forgot. I suppose I can still cover the back and just poke a hole through it. Okay. Let's glue this stuff down. I want to get at least one of them with the little stuff hanging out the top. That way you can get an idea of what I was going for. And hopefully we'll be able to do the rest of them too, but I'm telling you guys, I don't like telling you guys. Oops. Let's come over this way a little bit. Right now, while I'm filming this, upstairs my desktop is attempting to upload a video that I started uploading last night. So anyway, sorry, I know I went quiet. I was concentrating on my glue, and I was probably standing off frame because I know I'm low on the table down here. Okay. I'm not crazy about the white, but it's the best I could do with these stickers. This is one of those stickers out of that book. I'm trying to use them up because I don't want to waste them. But I probably will not buy anything like that again. I watch out for, when I'm buying stickers now, I watch out for how wide the borders are and how big the, all that. So, all right, let's try another one. We'll put another hole in since we're done. And since I've decided I can go ahead and do this and not have to worry about. Sorry, I'm off to the side doing this because I have one of those, I have a crocodile. And it's the stand-up one. This one. So it's easier if it just has a nice place to sit and I don't move it around too much. Okay, and we got another one. And the last one here, we're going to put this down. I think all of this stuff is too big. It'll overhang the pocket. I mean, it can overhang the pocket, but I'm afraid that if it overhangs the pocket, I don't want to put too much overhanging the pocket. I also don't necessarily want to put too much on here. It just looks silly. I think we're just going to glue him down. Sometimes I feel like when I do simple decorations, like just a pocket and a butterfly, I feel like I'm cheating or I'm being lazy but sometimes that's really all it needs. I mean, it's like the fabric decorates it and I have to give myself permission to quit. Like look at it and go, that's enough. You did a background, you did a doily, you did a flower or a butterfly or a, whatever. It's done. Leave it be. I have to give myself that permission because a lot of times I don't. And I think I put glue all the way out that wing. Because a lot of times I don't, and then I end up overdoing it. So like, I don't necessarily know that that needs anything else. And we're going to get a black eyelet. Punch a hole. Getting better at this eyelet thing, kinda. Okay. Oh, good. I didn't squeeze that one quite so bad. Now, I'll probably put coffee dyed paper or journaling paper on or something on the back of here, but mostly I just wanted to alter the fronts. So these are the ones we got done. Almost. Let's put some ribbon or something in them. I don't know if I can get, I don't know what I can get through that hole. I've got this, which is kind of thin. Oh, we did it. Now I'm not gonna glue it because I have to pull it out to put the backing paper on there, but so you get an idea. So that's gonna be the little sideways tag. And I'm gonna leave it long. I probably will clip it when it's done, but I'm gonna leave it long for now. So that one we get this. I was thinking lace in this one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it through there though. Brown? No. Why did I cut that? Not what I was looking for. This. I don't know why I cut the brown one. So we're going to do a piece of this. Ow. Gotta keep an eye on me, guys. Cutting myself with scissors. Now the question is, can I get it through that little bitty hole? Ready? Let's see. Can we? I might end up having to stick it on a ribbon needle. Problem is, I won't be able to pull this one back out. I don't know, guys. I don't think that's going to work like that. I have ribbon needles, and what I might end up having to do is put it on a ribbon needle. And hopefully the ribbon needle will... Although no, because the head of the ribbon needle probably won't fit through there. Maybe we can do this one a little differently if I can just get part of it through. And then we can tie it in a little knot. Like that. There. And then that'll be off of the top of that one. So those are my ideas for altered playing cards with fabric. I did altered playing cards with sticker sheet. Those are my ideas for altered playing cards with fabric. I hope you guys like these. I will see you in the next Shop My Stash 2023 event. And I can't wait to see what the next prompt is, because I don't know at the time I'm filming this. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.